Yeah. A buzz breeze squeals through the third floor screen, rattling the glass where you lean your head. You're counting down minutes until 19, staring at the stain on the rug instead. I brought 2 coffees from the corner cart, left the sugar out just the way you like. You haven't spoken since the evening park, since you parked your broken electric bike. I know that look in your tired eyes, you think you're failing if you take a break. The world moves fast while the city tries to pull back every little promise you make. So keep the window open for a minute or two, let the cool night air come and talk to you. You don't have to figure out the whole master plan, just breathe in slow, do the best you can. I'm sitting right here on the carpet floor. We can leave tomorrow waiting at the door. Your phone screen blinks with a job alert, another application stuck in the queue. I see the way that the silence hurts when nobody answers back to you. Remember back in 2029, we shared $3 and a box of tea. You promised me then that we'd both be fine. Now let me say it back to you for me. I know that weight hanging on your chest, you carry everyone except yourself. You take the hit and you give your best, while leaving your dreams on a dusty shelf. So keep the window open for a minute or two, let the cool night air come and talk to you. You don't have to figure out the whole master plan, just breathe in slow, do the best you can. I'm sitting right here on the carpet floor. We can leave tomorrow waiting at the door. If the city gets too loud tonight, I will turn the overhead kitchen lamps low. We don't need a map or a brilliant light to figure out where we need to go. You've been my anchor when the sky fell down. Now let me hold the rope while you rest your crown. So keep the window open for a minute or two, let the cool night air come and talk to you. You don't have to figure out the whole master plan, just breathe in slow, do the best you can. I'm sitting right here on the carpet floor. We can leave tomorrow waiting at the door, just leave tomorrow waiting at the door. The traffic comes along the street below. Take a deep breath, take it nice and slow. I'm not going anywhere, you know.
Yeah. Burn sugar drifts across the open platform, mixing with the ozone from the train.
Maya stands alone beside her canvas, wiping wet acrylic from the rain.
Her coat is stiff with leftover spatter. Her headphones dangle right around her neck.
She checks the clock above the vending corner,
Waiting for a $30 check.
The digital signs flicker soft cyan blue.
She counts down the minutes
Till 20 past 2. A kid in a hoodie is sketching her face, and time seems to freeze in this mid-city place. Maya writes her name across the city, spray paint dripping down the concrete wall. Every single street light looks so pretty when she doesn't care if she will fall. She builds a world out of neon and rust, turning every shadow into gold and dust.
Yeah, Lucas parks his delivery van nearby, unloading trays of fresh hydroponic thyme. He nods at her through the fogged up glass window, rattling a pocket full of silver chrome dimes. They never exchange a single spoken word, just 2 night owls in the quiet universe. She paints his portrait on the side of a locker, matching every line with the rhyming verse.
The digital signs flicker soft cyan blue. She counts down the minutes till 20 past 2. He holds up a card crushing sound, screeching on the iron buried in the ground. He leaves a hot cup right on top of a bench, stepping back into the chilly urban drench. She picks it up and finds a doodle on the side, a tiny little skyline on a high-speed ride. Maya writes her name across the city, spray paint dripping down the concrete wall. Every single street light looks so pretty when she doesn't care if she will fall. She builds a world out of neon and rust, turning every shadow into gold and dust. Burnt sugar fades into the morning air. Oh, the train doors close, but she is standing there. Maya holds the cup, watching wheels roll fast, finding something real that was built to last. Absolute silence held the bedroom motionless, until a sudden thought cut through the dark. A single forgotten phrase you spoke last July ignites in the shadow like a static spark. Streetlights cast grid lines across the ceiling panels. The fan spins without making a sound. That sudden realization turns the whole night sideways and pulls every hidden truth to the ground. The camera zooms in on a spilled cup of tea, steam rising slow in a pale yellow beam. Everything freezes right at 3 in the morning, trapped inside an unedited scene. Play back in high definition now, watch the reflection in the window pane. We were standing underneath the canopy, trying to find a word for the rain. The money chords play as the light begins shifting, framing the moment before you walked away. Yeah. Nothing stays quiet when the memory hits you and turns midnight into yesterday. Yeah. Shadows lie slow down the hallway runner, dust motes floating in the smart fridge glow. A digital clock ticks down the remaining seconds to a departure we already know. You left a silver ring on the marble counter, it catches a glint of the passing headlights. The thought of your laugh cuts through the heavy air, echoing across all these empty nights. The camera holds steady on the open front door, key card resting right next to the wall. Everything stops in the middle of the silence, waiting for the screen to fall. Play it back in high definition now, watch the reflection in the window pane. We were standing underneath the canopy, trying to find a word for the rain. The money chords play as the light begins shifting, framing the moment before you walked away. Yeah. Nothing stays quiet when the memory hits you and turns midnight into yesterday. Cut to the close-up on my frozen hand, slow motion panning through the empty space. A 4-chord loop playing through the speakers, holding every detail of your face. No dialogue needed for the scene to break. Just the quiet realization of a big mistake. The lens pulls back from the lonely room, leaving the static on the screen. Just the thought interrupting the silence, in a world where we were never seen. Fade to black on the marble top, fade to black as the chords all stop.
Hey.
Electric magenta blaze across the tile floors. You sit on a washing machine that isn't yours. You ask me if I think the blue dye bleeds into the white. I say I haven't sorted out my laundry all my life tonight.
You laugh into your paper cup. We watch the silver drums go round and round.
Two strangers trading stories while the spin cycle hums. Counting down the minutes till the midnight rinse comes. You tell me where you're running from, I tell you where I've been. Suddenly the world feels simple again. We are just two passing shadows under neon signs, trying to make sense of all these drawn out lines. You say everybody's broken in a different kind of way. I guess we're doing fine, just getting through today. Spinning in the light, waiting for the clothes to dry, finding honest answers in a stranger's eye.
Yeah, you tell me that you moved here 3 whole months ago.
You miss the quiet winter rivers made of ice and snow. I tell you that I'm working at a tech shop down the street. You say that everyone you meet here wears defeat. I fold a faded sweater, you adjust your coat. You drop another quarter in and write a little note. Two strangers trading stories while the spin cycle hums. Counting down the minutes till the midnight rinse comes. You tell me where you're running from, I tell you where I've been. Suddenly the world feels simple again. We are just two passing shadows under neon signs, trying to make sense of all these drawn out lines. You say everybody's broken in a different kind of way. I guess we're doing fine, just getting through the day. Spinning in the light, waiting for the clothes to dry, finding honest answers in a stranger's eye. The timer hits the 0 and the buzzer starts to sound. You pack your canvas bag and turn around. You say, I hope you find whatever thing you're looking for. Then you walk out through the automatic glass door. Electric magenta fading into gray. Just a stranger's kindness on a regular Tuesday. Spinning in the light, getting through today. Yeah. You told me yesterday my laugh sounded tired. Now I notice how the fridge hums in G-flat. There is a gray smear on the bathroom mirror. 3 blue receipts flattened inside my head.
The corner of my laptop sticker is coming loose. My charger cable is wrapped up in an open loop.
You said I held my coffee like it was evidence, and now I cannot even take a sip in peace. The crosswalk beeps 8 times before I cross the street. My left shoelace is slightly longer than the right. Every tiny thing is making noise inside my head, turning all these little details into neon light. I have got a list of 20 things I did not see before. The chip paint right above the deadbolt on the door. The way the soda can sweats on the kitchen tile. The 7 seconds that you take before you smile. It is 4 simple chords. It is the way the song repeats. It is every small observation walking down these streets.
Your coat left a faint smell of cedar on the chair. The vending machine light flickers every 4 seconds. A stray black hair tie sits on the windowsill,
where the afternoon light cuts a sharp yellow line.
I counted 42 steps from my bed to the curb. My phone battery drops 3% while I wait. You said yesterday I always overthink the room, and now I'm logging every shadow on the gate.
The crosswalk beeps 8 times before I cross the street. My left shoelace is slightly longer than the right. Every tiny thing is making noise inside my head, turning all these little details into neon light. I have got a list of 20 down these streets.
A dime stuck sideways in the asphalt seam, a green battery bar shining through a dream.
You spoke one sentence and you flipped a switch.
Now I hear the static in the radio pitch.
Nothing stays invisible when you point it out.
Every quiet detail turns into a shot.
I have got a list of 20 things I did not see before. The champagne right above the deadbolt on the door. The way the soda can switch on the kitchen tile. The 7 seconds that you take before you smile. It is 4 simple chords. It is the way the song repeats. It is every small observation walking down these streets. You told me yesterday my laugh sounded tired. I just noticed my key ring is slightly bent. That is 21 things now. That is where the afternoon went. Coarse waffle cotton rubs against my thumb. The sleeve you left behind when we were young. I pull the collar close to check the weave, and suddenly I am forced to grieve. The year was 32, a muggy night. We watched the roof, our garden lose its light. The thread is pulling loose along the hem. I am standing in the kitchen back then. Your voices echo chamber loud. It cuts right through the neon cloud. It only takes a frayed sleeve to make me drop my keys and grieve. The version of us that used to sleep in promises we could not keep. I touch the fabric, time unfolds. Oh, rewinding everything we hold. This rib knit pattern remembers every stain. Spilled ice matcha in the sudden rain. You draped it over me beside the tram before I really understood who I am. The tactile memory feels so stark and real. It is strange how a piece of cloth can heal or rip the scab right off another year. The thread is pulling loose along the hem. I am standing in the kitchen back then. Your voices echo chamber loud. It cuts right through the neon cloud. It only takes to make me drop my keys and grieve. The version of us that used to sleep in promises we could not keep. I touch the fabric, time unfolds. Rewinding everything we hold. We thought the future was a clean white sheet, unwashed, unwrinkled, perfectly complete. But history is woven out of wear and tear. The static trapped in fibers of your hair. I run my nails along the seam and step right back into that dream. It only takes a fraying sleeve to make me drop my keys and grieve. The version of us that used to sleep in promises we could not keep. I touch the fabric, time unfolds. Rewinding everything we hold. Coarse waffle cotton on my skin. That is where the memory begins. Just a faded cuff, a broken thread, living in the yesterday instead. For 14 glows on the charging stand, in sharp green light across the wall. I picture 30 years from where we stand, standing patient in a sunlit hall.
We will have a kitchen with a wooden seam, a tired dog that sleeps across the floor.
I close my eyes and trace the golden dream of hearing your key turn. be the people we are gonna be. Living in a calmer kind of day. Four chords playing on an old guitar, singing softly to a quiet room. We will never have to travel far to watch the courtyard garden bloom. I see us standing in the years ahead, laughing at the tiny bills we pay, sleeping soundly in a bigger bed, proud of every decision that we made.
You will have some silver near your temple line.
I will wear the sweater that you saved,
We will pour a glass of inexpensive wine
and talk about the bumpy roads we paved. The balcony will overlook the street where silent cars glide past the trees below. We will hear the rhythm of four steady feet and watch the evening city start to glow. All these panic calls will find a place to rest. All the tide now finally will clear. I can see us doing what we do the best, building up a life without the fear. Four chords playing on an old guitar, singing softly to a quiet room. We will never have to travel far to watch the courtyard garden bloom. I see us standing in the years ahead, laughing at the tiny bills we pay, sleeping soundly in a bigger bed, proud of every decision that we made.
Right now the rent is due on Tuesday night. The transit pass is running down to zero.
But when I close my eyes, I see the light,
Where neither one of us needs a hero.
it is not a fantasy of fame or wealth,
Just quiet mornings in a
home we own, full of steady routines and good health, where neither one of us feels alone. Four chords playing on an old guitar, singing softly to a quiet room. We will never have to travel far to watch the courtyard garden bloom. I see us standing in the years ahead, laughing at the tiny bills we pay, sleeping soundly in a bigger bed, proud of every decision that we made. 4:14 on the charging stand, I reach across the dark and find your hand. We are gonna make it there on time, just four simple chords and your hand in mine. Yeah. Crushed cardamom and exhaust fumes drift across the damp concrete on shift. Felix taps his knuckles on the metal door, watching yellow tape across the showroom floor. They seal the old arcade at the break of 10, selling off the cabinets to wealthy men. He has 84 credits on the plastic card and a folded blue check he was keeping hard. The auctioneer's clearing out his throat, checking off the numbers on a leather coat. Felix takes a breath, steps into the row, ready for the only thing he came to show. He wants the blue retro game with the neon sign, the one with the scratch on the finish line. He worked 6 months on a kitchen floor just to bring that a piece of his childhood land. The crowd moves slow past the jukebox glass, counting down the minutes as the offers pass. His sister Sarah stands beside the wall, holding up her phone to record it all. She whispers that he is crazy, spending all his pay, but she smiles when the counter turns his way. The auctioneer is clearing out his throat, checking off the numbers on a leather coat. Felix takes a breath, steps into the row, ready for the only thing he came to show. He wants the blue retro game with the neon sign, the one with the scratch on the finish line. He worked 6 months on a kitchen floor just to bring that memory back through the door. When the bid goes up, he doesn't drop his hand. He's taken back a piece of his childhood land. $500 in the digital pay, 670 to push them away. The hammer hovers up against the midday light. He holds his breath and fights the fight. Going once, going twice on the wooden floor. Sold to the kids standing by the door. He got the blue retro game with the neon sign, one with the scratch on the finish line. He worked 6 months on a kitchen floor. Now he is rolling that cabinet through the door. When the bid went up, he didn't drop his hand. He took back a piece of his childhood land. Crush cardamom still fills the street, as they fold the heavy wood on trumpet seats. Sarah hits record while the neon glows, and that is how the story goes. Oh yeah. A single thought strikes hard against the quiet room as the projector beam cuts through the lingering gloom. Dust motes hang suspended over polished concrete floors, while the automated lock clicks shut behind the double doors. Your leather jacket drapes across the monitor stand, a half-drained energy drink warming in my hand. The lenses focus slow, the screen begins to hum, and every frame reveals the person I have become. Zooming in on 2 shadows at the edge of the frame, before the neon signs forgot how to spell your name. The soundtrack swells on a standard chord progression, turning every quiet flaw into a full confession. This is the wide shot, this is the wide view, every single frame that leads me back to you. 4 chords on the synth line in the dark, catching every tremor, catching every spark. We were writing scenes we didn't know we'd edit out, standing in the lens flare, learning what it's all about.
The timestamp says 2:30 on a Tuesday night. The augmented display casts a
Cool pale light outside the 34th floor window. Sky drones glide, reflecting off the puddle where the street lights hide.
You turned your shoulder just as the shutter snapped. A brief expression caught before the future overlap.
No dialogue recorded, just the ambient hiss. How did a silent moment turn into a scene like this? Zooming in on 2 shadows at the edge of the frame, before the neon signs forgot how to spell your name. The soundtrack swells on a standard chord progression, turning every quiet flaw into a full confession. This is the wide shot, this is the wide view, every single frame that leads me back to you. 4 chords on the synth line, playing in the dark, catching every tremor, catching every spark. We were writing scenes we didn't know we'd edit out, standing in the lens flare, learning what it's all about. pushing past the boundary to the outer edge.
The silence returned,
But the audio was changed.
every color balance
Permanently rearranged. This is the white shot. This is the white view. Every single frame that leads me back to you. Four chords on the synth line, playing in the dark, catching every tremor, catching every spark. We were writing scenes we didn't know we'd edit out. Standing in the lens flare, learning what it's all about. Fade to black on the cutting room floor, a lingering reflection by the exit door. The thought stays quiet as the screen goes dim. Roll the final credits from the outer rim. Why does the hallway light flicker in the pattern like code? I watch the dust motes drift across my blue socks. The iced coffee is sweating through the cardboard sleeve. My thumb keeps scrolling past the notes from Tokyo.
Did I forget to set the quiet hours on my watch? There is a green sneaker lying on his side by the radiator, and my brain is running hot like a server in July.
I try to hold a single thought for 7 seconds straight, but the battery percentage dropping makes me lose my place. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, jumping across the wire, catching on everything, playing with fire. It's the same 4 chords playing over and over in my head while I reread the message that you never actually sent. We could turn off the screen, we could step in the street, we could buy 2 popsicles and feel the summer heat. Everything is moving faster than the Wi-Fi speed, and I'm just trying to figure out what I actually need.
Yeah. Who decides when the song is finally finished playing?
The lemon tree on the fire escape is drooping just a bit.
I spilled 3 drops of oat milk on my fresh denim.
Now I'm thinking about the girl from 9th grade biology.
She works in Seattle now, I saw her on a reel. Does she still wear those yellow Converse with the silver laces? My mint gum lost its flavor 20 minutes ago. I try to hold a single thought for 7 seconds straight, but the battery percentage dropping makes me lose my place. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, jumping across the wire, catching on everything, playing with fire. It's the same 4 chords playing over and over in my head while I reread the message that you never actually sent. We could turn off the screen, we could step in the street, we could buy 2 popsicles and feel the summer heat. Everything is moving faster than the Wi-Fi speed, and I'm just trying to figure out what I actually need. Is anybody listening to the static between tracks? I left my jacket on the park bench and never went back.
Thought after thought like cars on the freeway, spinning in circles, having nothing left to say.
Except I miss you in a very
Specific, quiet way, right between the green light and the blue light of day. It's the same 4 chords playing over and over in my head while I reread the message that you never actually sent. We could turn off the screen, we could step in the street, we could buy 2 popsicles and feel the summer heat. Everything is moving faster than the Wi-Fi speed, and I'm just trying to figure out what I actually need.
Why does the microwave beep 3 times when it finishes?
The oat milk stain is almost dry now.
4 chords looping on an endless track.
Standing on the corner, no turning back. What was I about to say?
I guess it doesn't matter anyway.
Bruised violet neon saturates the platform as the midnight shuttle slows. I stand beside a person wearing silver tape around their shoes. They turn to me and ask, is this the train that goes toward the shore? I check my wrist display and say it runs south and nothing more. They tap their watch and laugh, I guess I lost my way tonight. We watch the magnetic doors slide open wide. Neither one of us is stepping back inside. They ask me if if I have somewhere to be. I point my fingers down the vacant street, and the four bright chords roll out across the floor. Just two random strangers by an open door. You tell me your story, I tell you my name. We both admit that growing up feels like a rigged game. We watch the skyline glow in electric teal, finding something honest in the way we feel. I left my coat behind 3 stops ago, they say. Into the dark I offer them my jacket as we cross the empty transit park. My name is Julian, they whisper while the autumn wind comes through. I ran away tonight from things I could no longer do. I look them in the eye and say I am running too. We sit together on a bench of colder steel, forgetting all the heavy things we used to feel. They point up at the drone traffic overhead. I ask them what they wish they had instead, and the four bright chords roll out across the floor. Just two random strangers by an open door. You tell me your story, I tell you my name. We both admit that growing up feels like a rigged game. We watch the skyline glow in electric teal, finding something honest in the way we feel. A voice on a platform shouldn't feel like home, but under halogen light nobody has to stand alone. Where are you going next? They ask me with a sudden smile. I answer, nowhere fast, let's talk another mile. Bruised violet neon fading into gray. Julian stands up as the city turns to day. Thanks for listening, they say, and step onto the line. Just two strangers leaving all their weight behind. Yeah. Yesterday you said I spend too much time staring at the seams. Now I notice how the yellow tape is peeling off the floor. A lukewarm green tea rests beside a stack of old magazines. The neighbor's silver dog is barking at the grocery door. There is a red thread hanging from the hem of my left sleeve. A plastic fork sits upright in a pot of wilted basil leaves. The elevator hums in C major tonight. A half-eaten green apple turns brown under the light. I am writing it down so it stays inside my head. Every tiny little detail that you left unsaid. There is a chip in the ceramic mug, a tear along the sleeve. There is a 5-cent coin stuck inside the radiator weave. I am collecting all the evidence that proves we were alive. From the blue light on the dashboard to the clock at 5 to 5. It is the small things, the real things, holding up the frame. Every little observation whispered out your name. Yeah, street lamp flickers twice right before it turns to white. Someone left a blue skateboard leaning up against the brick. A text notification blinks once into the night. The second hand on my watch makes a tiny hollow click. My fingernails are sure your umbrella is still wet. A barcode sticker on the desk, I keep forgetting to forget. The elevator hums in C major tonight. A half-eaten green apple turns brown under the light. I am writing it down so it stays inside my head. Every tiny little detail that you left unsaid. There is a chip in the ceramic mug, a tear along the sleeve. There is a 5-cent coin stuck inside the radiator weave. I am collecting all the evidence that proves we were alive. From the blue light on the dashboard to the clock at 5 to 5. It is the small things, the real things, holding up the frame. water sitting on the lemonade countertop. A red light at the corner where the delivery van stopped. The way the sugar doesn't dissolve when the water turns cold. The story about the subways that you always told. I'm stacking up the small things till they reach the ceiling fan, trying to remember every piece of who I am. There is a chip in the ceramic mug, a tear along the sleeve. There is a 5-cent coin stuck inside the radiator weave. I am collecting all the evidence that proves we were alive. From the blue light on the dashboard to the clock at 5 to 5. It is the small things, the real things, holding up the frame. Every little observation whispered out in your name. Yesterday you said I notice everything too much. A cold brass door handle, a worn coat pocket, a dry ballpoint pen. Yeah, everything too much. Just a list of half seconds. Frayed rib knit cotton catches on my thumb as I pull this jacket off the hanger. The scratchy synthetic weave brings back a summer that felt whole and free of danger. It is August 2033 in the alleyway behind the midnight train. We were squeezed beneath the narrow awning, waiting out the sudden warm rain. This sleeve was already piling at the cuff where you grip my wrist so tight, pulling me back from the curb while neon street lights painted the puddles bright. 4 standard chords start looping on an endless loop inside my mind, bringing back the cleanest version of the world we left behind. I can feel the exact density of that midnight air, the cheap polyester fleece and the rainwater dripping from your hair. It hits me like a flashbulb going off in an empty dark room. Static electricity breaking through the quiet ambient gloom. Every single detail comes rushing forward, vivid and true, just from touching the rough hem of a coat once worn by you. The thumb holes are stretched out wide where you used to anchor your hands. Back when we talked about leaving the city and making impossible plans, we sat on the damn concrete watching automated delivery pods glide by, projecting pale blue grid lines against the overcast low flying sky. You pull this heavy collar up to keep the draft away from my neck, a tiny ordinary moment keeping all my restless thoughts in check. 4 standard chords start looping on an endless loop inside my mind, bringing back the cleanest version of the world we left behind. I can feel the exact density of that midnight air, the cheap polyester fleece and the rainwater dripping from your hair. It's me like a flashbulb going off in an empty dark room. Static electricity breaking through the quiet ambient gloom. Every single detail comes rushing forward, vivid and true, just from touching the rough hem of a coat once worn by. Time keeps moving along a pre-programmed track. We bought smoother clothes and never really looked back. Refined tailored silk cannot replicate the sudden weight of a $30 second-hand jacket standing at the gate. One turn of the fabric between my fingertips tonight. In 2033, standing right under the light. I can feel the exact density of that midnight air, the cheap polyester fleece and the rainwater dripping from your hair. Hits me like a flashbulb going off in an empty dark room. Static electricity breaking through the quiet ambient gloom. Every single detail comes rushing forward, vivid and true, just from touching the rough hem of a coat once worn by you. Frayed rib knit cotton under my thumb. I slide the hanger back onto the iron rail. The flashback recedes into the quiet store, leaving just 4 familiar chords on the floor. your pulses on the dark monitor wall. I close my eyes and jump right past the fall. We are 31, standing in a sunny hall, unpacking cardboard boxes by a low wooden shelf. And you are laughing quietly at my clumsy self as I try to hang a picture that keeps leaning to the right. The rent is paid on time, the radiator hums a song. We finally have a place where both of us belong. It hasn't happened yet, but I can see it clear. Every tiny detail of a distant future year. In the apartment we haven't rented yet, we will drink cold tea on the sill and forget every broken season when we counted up our change. Nothing in that doorway's ever gonna feel strange. We will watch the rain beat soft against the glass, knowing all the heavy days were always gonna pass. You will keep your denim jacket hanging near the light. We will keep a single plant that makes it through the night. 2 ceramic mugs we found at a local corner store, and a pair of spare keys waiting by the front door. No more late night panic on the late night train, just the easy quiet after clearing out the rain. The rent's paid on time, the radiator hums a song. We finally have a place where both of us belong. It hasn't happened yet, but I can see it clear. Every tiny detail of a distant future year. In the apartment we haven't rented yet, we will drink cold tea on the sill and forget every broken season when we counted up our change. Nothing in that doorway's ever gonna feel strange. We will watch the rain beat soft against the glass, knowing all the heavy days were always gonna pass. Right now we're sitting on a worn out folding chair, staring at the ceiling with 1,000 worries there. But I hold this snapshot like a marble in my hand, a promised quiet corner in a loud and crowded land. In the apartment we haven't rented yet, we will drink cold tea on the sill and forget every broken season when we counted up our change. Nothing in that doorway's ever gonna feel strange. We will watch the rain beat soft against the glass, knowing all the heavy days were always gonna pass. 8:24 shift, 25 above. Just a little time between the present and that love. Boxes on the floor, light across the floorboard set. In the apartment we haven't rented yet. A chip blue porcelain button lies beside my lukewarm tea. I spin it 3 times clockwise while I question who I used to be. My smartwatch tells me that my heart rate is a little elevated, probably from the 3 different futures I just fabricated. I sit here in the kitchen while the laundry dryer hums, trying to gather up my courage in these tiny little crumbs. The quiet in my head is getting louder by the second. I measure out my progress by the things I never mentioned. If I pack this yellow backpack, who am I leaving behind? Just a couple bad habits and an overthinking mind. I keep holding on to pieces that don't fit no more, standing right here in the middle of a wide open door. 4 simple chords running through my brain again, counting up the distance between right now and back then. It's a long way down if I decide to change my mind, but I'm ready for the spark that I came to find. I press my thumb into the ceramic crack and hold it tight, watching headlights sweep across the ceiling in the night. I spent 24 years pleasing everybody in the room, waiting for a sudden sign of flowers that would never bloom. Now I'm looking at my shadow thrown against the pantry wall, realizing that I don't look quite so small. The quiet in my head is getting louder by the second. I measure on my progress by the things I never mentioned. If I pack this yellow backpack, who am I leaving behind? Just a couple bad habits and an overthinking mind. I keep holding on to pieces that don't fit no more, standing right here in the middle of a wide open door. Four simple chords running through my brain again, counting up the distance between right now and back then. It's a long way down if I decide to change my mind, but I'm ready for the spark that I came to find. Maybe courage isn't loud, maybe courage is a line drawn in white chalk on a dark green highway sign. I don't need a master plan to tell me where the pavement ends. I just need to stop treating my old anxieties like friends. I keep holding on to pieces that don't fit no more, standing right here in the middle of a wide open door. Four simple chords running through my brain again, counting up the distance between right now and back then. It's a long way down if I decide to change my mind, but I'm ready for the spark that I came to find. The button stops spinning and rests flat against the wood. I think I finally understood. Four chords fading out into the empty space. I stand up from the table in this quiet place.
Yeah, hey, yeah, hey.
Damn pine needles and engine grease hang heavy over Fifth Avenue tonight. Chloe folds her apron in the back room, while Mark wipes oil from the headlight.
They spent 3 years behind the counter, stacking nickels in a coffee tin. Now the engine hums a promise where the city limits end and start again.
She throws a jacket in the trunk, he turns the key and feels it turn. There is no turning back this time, there are no bridges left to burn.
They are driving through the dark
Tonight, chasing dynamic lines across the state,
trading 40 hours of quiet noise
for a sky that does not ask them to wait. Every street light flickers as they go, leaving every little doubt behind.
They are running on a tank
Of hope, and whatever future they can find.
The smell of wet asphalt fading fast as the highway swallows up the
Town Mark dials at the local station till the static starts to drown. She keeps her fingers on the map print, tracing routes across the dashboard glass. Neither one looks at the rear view, watching all their 2020s pass.
She leans her head against the frame, he shifts the gear to 5-speed drive.
There is no sanctuary here, except in staying turned alive.
They are driving through the dark
Tonight, chasing dynamic lines across the state,
trading 40 hours of quiet noise
for a sky that does not ask them to wait. Every street light flickers as they go, leaving every little doubt behind.
They are running on a tank
Of hope, and whatever future they can find.
At 3 in the morning near the county border, they stop at a pump that flickers cold red.
She buys 2 coffees and paper cups. He remembers everything his father said. Don't go chasing things you cannot hold. But Chloe laughs and hands in the heat, and the open road stretches wide and long underneath their weary feet.
They are driving through the dark
Tonight, chasing dynamic lines across the state,
trading 40 hours of quiet noise
sure they can find. Red tail lights on the western line. Chloe watches as the dark gives way. Mark keeps his hands on the leather wheel, heading straight into another day. Straight into another day. Heading straight into another day. One realization splits the quiet living room. You left your spare key in the ceramic dish. The projector hums without an input source, casting a square of pale white light across your wrist. The dust motes float like static on the screen. You freeze mid-breath beside the open door. A sentence you forgot to say 6 months ago is suddenly the loudest thing on the floor. White shut, the shadows stretch across the rug. Close up, the ice is melting in your cup. The whole apartment waits to see what happens next before the background score swells up and everything shifts in a single frame. We're standing in the light and we call it by name. The lens pulls back while the world spins round, lost in the echo of a brand new sound. You hold your breath in the silver glow, waiting for the scene to let us go. Yeah, the LED strip under the counter blinks off blue. A cold breeze rattles through the window sash. You drop your jacket on the armrest of the couch where orange street lights intersect with digital ash. The thought keeps looping like a 10-second gif. A picture-perfect pause before the fall. You turn the volume dial inside your head to hear if anybody's there at all. Why shut, the shadows stretch across the rug. Close up, the ice is melting in your cup. The whole apartment waits to see what happens next before the background score swells up and everything shifts in a single frame. We're standing in the light and we call it by name. The lens pulls back while the world spins round, lost in the echo of a brand new sound. You hold your breath in the silver glow, waiting for the scene to let us go. Cut to the street below, the taxi's turning red. Cut to the unmade bed, the things we never said. Focus on the iris opening wide, there's nowhere left to hide behind the lens tonight. 3, 2, 1, action on the edge of the dark. The projector hums the square of light. Stay still, if you don't move, nobody ever will. Fade to black on the edge of the floor. Fade to black as you close the door. Where do all the unsaid sentences go when the screen turns off? I'm staring at a glowing blue prompt line, trying not to cough. Did I leave the stove burner running back in apartment 3B? My coffee is cold and the synth track is shifting key. From scrolling past a stranger posting pictures of their toast, I keep floating around this kitchen like a very restless ghost. Is it normal to feel 20 minutes late from my own life? While I stare at a butter knife. Fast forward to the part where I pretend I have a plan. 4 basic chords playing as fast as they can. A classic single sentence that I never said.
Someone on the crosstown bus had a jacket just like yours. I spent 11 stops counting all the pneumatic doors. Need to buy whole milk, need to cancel that subscription service. Why does thinking about my 28th birthday make me nervous? Blue light on my knuckles while the sub bass hits. My concentration shattered into 40 tiny bits. Why am I remembering a stray dog from 3 years ago? There is too much data in the underflow. Fast forward to the chorus where the melody resolves. Watch the way the simple rhythm automatically solves the noise in my skull, cutting through the heavy air. I pretend that you are standing on the staircase there. My brain has too many open tabs tonight. 100 frantic thoughts fighting for the same backlight. I wanna tell you everything, I wanna mute my phone. I wanna stand in a crowded room and feel completely alone. It is that same four-chord rhythm bouncing in my head, replaying every single sentence that I never said. Thought 1, did you mean what you typed at noon? Thought 2, summer is coming way too soon. Thought 3, I should sleep, the clock says 3:14. Thought 4, I am sick of looking at a glass screen. Clear the cache, close the window, let the audio loop die. I'm standing by the sink, waiting for the water to run dry. And the chords keep turning while the world goes quiet inside a small internal riot. Where do the unsaid sentences go? Nobody in this city is ever gonna know. 4 chords left spinning in the dark, just a single flashing cursor mark. Close the lid, close the lid. Just a cursor mark in the dark. Yeah. Hey. Chartreuse halogen spills across the vinyl booth. You lean against the napkin holder, squinting at your phone. I ask if that machine takes $20 bills. You laugh and say it takes whatever takes your youth. I tell you I am waiting for a bus that's 90 minutes late. You say you're only sitting here so you don't have to go home. And the money chords keep turning on the jukebox in the back. 4 simple steps that everybody knows by heart. Oh, we don't need to trade our names or fix what's off the track. We just need a witness while the morning starts. Tell me something real, because we'll never meet again. Give me 3 good reasons why you stay when you should run. We are sinking in the glow of a 24-hour sign, trading heavy secrets with an unfamiliar friend. Just 2 strangers humming along to the 4-chord line, waiting on a different kind of sun. You tell me that your sister moved to Oregon last fall, and how you almost packed a box and drove up to the coast. I show you a photo of a dog I used to have. We stir our sugar slowly while the rain begins to fall. You ask me if I think we ever get to choose our path, or if we just become the things that terrify us most. And the money chords keep turning on the jukebox in the back. 4 simple steps that everybody knows by heart. We don't need to trade our names or fix what's off the track. We just need a witness while the morning starts. Tell me something real, because we'll never meet again. Give me 3 good reasons why you stay when you should run. We are sinking in the glow of a 24-hour sign, trading heavy secrets with an unfamiliar friend. Just two strangers humming along to the four-chord line, waiting on a different kind of sun. Your tea is getting lukewarm, my receipt is turned upside down. In 20 minutes I will step into an empty aisle. You'll walk back to your apartment 6 blocks south in town. It's funny how a stranger makes you feel sane for a little while. No promises to keep, no mistakes to fight, just two shadows talking in this artificial light. The bus headlights hit the window pane. You're not insane. Take care out there. I zip my jacket against the wind. Chartreuse halogen fading into gray hair. 4 chords fading out. Take care out there. Take care out there. You call my kitchen waiting room yesterday afternoon while watching the kettle boil. There is a bent teaspoon leaning against the spice rack. A yellow rubber band wraps twice around the olive oil bottle. The linoleum has a scuff mark shaped like an open bracket. I keep staring at the grease stain on the user manual for the microwave. Your spare house key rests inside a cracked shot glass. 3 pennies sit on their edges against the tile. A piece of green tape holds the magnet to the fridge door. The world keeps turning in 4/4 time. I am writing down every detail you left behind. It is the scratch on the table and the dent in the wall. It is the way the front door sticks whenever you call. I collect these little pictures like a line of dominoes. Every small detail is a secret nobody knows. We build an entire universe out of ordinary things. Just two mismatched mugs and the sound when the radiator sings. A neon charging cable stays plugged into the lower outlet. The corner of the rug folds upward like a dog-eared page. Yesterday you told me my apartment feels like a launch pad. There is a faint blue water ring on the side table from your glass. A stack of 5-cent stamps sits under the salt shaker. Your black umbrella leans against the coat rack, still damp from Tuesday. Two silver paper clips linked together by the phone. A strip of bubble wrap sitting flat beside the stone. The world keeps turning in 4/4 time. I am cataloging every piece of your mind. It is the scratch on the table and the dent in the wall. It is the way the front door sticks whenever you call. I collect these little pictures like a line of dominoes. Every small detail is a secret nobody knows. We build an entire universe out of ordinary things. Just two mismatched mugs and the sound when the radiator sings. You left a pencil stub right beside the window frame. I found a train ticket with a smudge across your name. None of these objects are heavy on their own. Together they are the heaviest weight I have ever known. It is the scratch on the table and the dent in the wall. It is the way the front door sticks whenever you call. I collect these little pictures like a line of dominoes. Every small detail is a secret nobody knows. We build an entire universe out of ordinary things. Just two mismatched mugs and the sound when the radiator sings. A bent teaspoon, a yellow rubber band, the kettle boiling right on cue. You called this a waiting room yesterday afternoon. Now it is just a room full of you. Slick nylon lining slips against my knuckles, reaching for an old jacket on the bottom rack. A zip-up windbreaker buried under winter coats, and suddenly the years go rushing back. The smell of burnt plastic and cheap lavender oil hits me like a sudden drop in air pressure. I press the woven fabric to my thumb and close my eyes, and I am 19 again without a measure. Four basic chords play on an acoustic guitar, looping through the speaker of a parked electric car. Yeah, you had your boots up on the dashboard screen, living out a moment from an old magazine. And we sang every line like we wrote it ourselves, dusting off the feeling from the higher shelves. Back when every single heartbreak had a resolution, and every simple promise felt like a revolution. I can still hear the bass hit the back of my seat. 2031 glowing under our feet. It is four simple chords and a sky full of stars, rewinding right back to where we are. The elastic on the cuff has lost its snap by now. Thin rubber threads poking through the blue seam. I remember how you pulled the sleeve over your hand to wipe the condensation off the window screen. You said the world was getting louder every year, but right inside this car the static sounded clean. We tracked our entire lives by four-chord loops before we ever learned what moving onward would mean. Four basic chords played on an acoustic guitar, looping through the speaker of a parked electric car. Yeah, yeah. You had your boots up on the dashboard screen, living out a moment from an old magazine. And we sang every line like we wrote it ourselves, dusting off the feeling from the highest shelves. Back when every single heartbreak had a resolution, and every simple promise felt like a revolution. I can still hear the bass hit the back of my seat. 2031 glowing under our feet. It is four simple chords and a sky full of stars, rewinding right back to where we are. I pull the right pocket inside out today, a crumpled parking slip from a beach town bay. The thermal ink is faded gray, the date is almost gone, while the world outside keeps rushing on and on. I did not think a piece of nylon held a ghost, or that the simplest songs would end up hurting most. And we sang every line like we wrote it ourselves, dusting off the feeling from the highest shelves. Back when every single heartbreak had a resolution, and every simple promise felt like a revolution. I can still hear the bass hit the back of my seat. 2031 glowing under our feet. It is four simple chords and a sky full of stars, rewinding right back to where we are. Slick nylon lining slips against my palm. The memory dissolves back into the calm. Just four simple chords on a loop in my head. Just four simple chords and the words you said. I zipped the jacket up and put it away. Yeah, yeah. 503 clicks forward on the dash. The city lights dissolve into the rain. I close my eyes and skip 10 years ahead, to where we finally trade away this pain. We're sitting in a kitchen, painted sage. winter coats hang by the door. No unpaid notices upon the counter. No packed up boxes scattered on the floor. I can see the steam rising off 2 tea mugs. I can feel the quiet in the air. We are running from the rental, chasing deadlines. We're just sitting in the sunlight in a chair. We will forget the electric bill. We will laugh at the mess we made, looking back at the climb up the hill. Oh, watching all of the panic fade. I swear we're gonna make it to that kitchen light. Ooh, living in the future that we built tonight. You'll have a slight line resting on your brow from laughing at the stories that we tell. The modern world won't pull us by the sleeve, because we learn to cast a softer spell. A dog is sleeping on the woven rug. The highway noise is miles and miles away. We don't check our screens to see who's winning. We just watch the evening turn to gray. I can see the steam rising off 2 tea mugs. Ooh, I can feel the quiet in the air. We are running from the rental, chasing deadlines. We're just sitting in the sunlight in a chair. We will forget the electric bill. Oh, we will laugh at the mess we made. Looking back at the climb up the hill. Watching all of the panic fade. I swear we're gonna make it to that kitchen light. Ooh, living in the future that we built tonight. Hey, hey, right now the subway squeals beneath our feet. Right now we're counting quarters for the laundry. But every late night sitting on the porch is building up a gorgeous out of memory. I can see us there, clear as morning glass, holding on until the shadows pass. We won't forget the electric bill. We will laugh at the mess we made, looking back at the climb up the hill. Watching all of the panic fade. I swear we're gonna make it to that kitchen light. Ooh, living in the future that we built tonight. 503 clicks forward on the dash. Still in the storm, but I can see the shore. We're gonna make it through the midnight shift and never have to worry anymore. Ooh, we will forget the electric bill and never have to worry anymore. Just you and me behind that heavy door. A faded blue transit token sits right by my lukewarm cup of tea. I count the scratches on his side, wondering what you want from me. The city hums through double glass, a steady rhythm in my chest. I could just stay inside tonight and get this noisy mind to rest. My finger flips it edge to edge. The clock is ticking on the ledge. I know the 4 chords in my head are playing everything unsaid. If I jump on the final train tonight,
Will I find what I lost along the way?
I've been standing inside the yellow lights,
Saving up words I never get to say.
yeah, it's a simple song. It's a standard groove, waiting for my heavy feet to move. The screen lights nights up with a short text asking if I'm still awake. I trace the plastic rim again, weighing the choice I ought to make. My apartment is quiet, safe and warm, no risk of catching any storm, but staying clear of any mess is starting to feel like something less. My finger flips it edge to edge, the clock is ticking on the ledge.
I know the 4 chords in my head are playing everything unsaid. If I jump on the final train tonight, will I find what I lost along the way? I've been standing inside the yellow lines, saving up words I never get to say.
It's a simple song, it's a standard groove, waiting for my heavy feet to move. I picked the plastic up at last. The quiet hours are going fast. No grand reveal, no big parade, just every simple choice I made. I slide my keys into my coat, I clear the panic from my throat. If I jump on the final train tonight,
will I find what I lost along the way?
it's a standard groove, waiting for my heavy feet to move. The talking drops inside my pocket. I turn the key and gently lock it.
Moving now, moving now.
A city bus hits, rattles our window frame as you pack the last cardboard box. Your phone screen glows with 3 unread texts from a city you haven't even moved to yet. You have that nervous smile you always wear when you're terrified of looking back. I sit on the sofa edge, holding the tape gun, watching your shadow stretch across the floor. We spent 4 years trading double shifts and cheap takeaway. Now you're holding a digital ticket like it's a second chance. You don't have to prove you're brave to me. I know every version of the person you try to be. When the heavy doors swing shut and the bright lights change, you can call me from the platform when it feels too strange. You don't have to carry the whole room alone. You're just taking a step towards something unknown. Remember that winter when the radiator leaked and we laughed until our ribs hurt? You swore you'd never settle for a quiet life, but you look so tired tonight. You brush the dust off your canvas jacket, trying to act like this is easy. I see the way your fingers switch against your keys whenever you get quiet. We built a whole universe inside these thin drywall walls. Now you're standing in the hallway waiting for the final call. You don't have to prove you're brave to me. I know every version of the person you try to be. When the heavy doors swing shut and the bright lights change, you can call me from the platform when it feels too strange. You don't have to carry the whole room alone. You're just taking a step towards something unknown. The world moves too fast for anyone to hold it still. If you stumble down those stairs, I know you will get up, you will. But don't pretend you didn't leave a piece of yourself right here. I'm keeping the spare key on the hook, year after year. You don't have to prove you're brave to me. I know every version of the person you try to be. When the heavy doors swing shut and the bright lights change, you can call me from the platform when it feels too strange. You don't have to carry the whole room alone. You never intended to leave this town behind. The camera holds on a 30mm lens. Dust motes frozen in the late daylight. Cut to the doorway, shadow stretched across oak. A coffee mug resting by a half-read paper. No movement for 6 seconds on screen, just the static ambient noise of the room. Zoom in on the phone, resting face up on the desk screen, glowing faint green with an unread notification. The depth of field flattens out the background wall, and the track switches to a 4-chord progression. This is the scene where the protagonist knows the whole script changed 3 takes ago. A bright glossy chorus playing over the slow pan. High contrast sunlight cutting through the shade. We are trapped in a cinematic widescreen loop, watching ourselves pretend it is all okay. Turn the key, cue the bass, let the colors fade. Pan down to the floorboards where your keys fell, shifting focus from the foreground to the door frame. Out the window, red brake lights, bleeding rain. Color graded, ink cool, teal and bruised indigo. I stand in the center of the medium shot, hands shoved in pockets, staring at the floor. A 10-second beat before the cut to black. Zoom in on the phone, resting face up on the desk screen, glowing faint green with an unread notification. The depth of field flattens out the background wall, and the track switches to a 4-chord progression. The scene where the protagonist knows the whole script changed 3 takes ago. A bright glossy chorus playing over the slow pan. High contrast sunlight cutting through the shade. We are trapped in a cinematic widescreen loop, watching ourselves pretend it is all okay. Turn the key, cue the bass, let the colors fade. Freeze frame on the split second, my head turns. Overhead shot showing the empty room layout. The audio drops down to a muted synth hum before the kick drum slams back in a full drive. No dialogue written for this section, just visual speaking louder than words. Street lamps flickering in 48 frames per second. Silence returns as the credits roll up fast, and scene fade to black. Yeah. Lavender illumination floods the laundromat floor, while the heavy dryer cycles on 24. A girl in a yellow coat sits 3 seats down, watching the white phone spinning around and around. She looks at my worn shoes, asks if I'm staying late. I tell her I miss my ride at the transit gate. She smiles at the wet glass on the dryer door, says nobody leave this town without keeping score. And the same 4 chords play on the speaker overhead, singing out the simple things we never said. She leans her back against the plastic frame, 2 people waiting, playing the exact same game. She said everybody's looking for a clean reset, buying brand new shadows for an old regret. You can pay your quarter, you can spin the wheel, trying to remember how a heart should feel. I said maybe we are waiting for the spin to end. She smiled and said it was good to meet you, friend. Copper tone neon flickers out across the street. She pulls up and needs to rest her boots on the seat. I used to think my future was a distant ghost. Now I am just hanging around with my own ghost. I ask where she goes when her denim gets dry. She checks the glowing map screen as the buses pass by. Just taking the night road down past the river bend, running out of places that I need to defend. Those same 4 chords play on the speaker overhead, singing out the simple things we never said. She leans leans her back against the plastic frame. Two people waiting, playing the exact same game. She said everybody's looking for a clean reset, buying brand new shadows for an old regret. You can pay your quarter, you can spin the wheel, trying to remember how a heart should feel. I said maybe we are waiting for the spin to end. She smiled and said it was good to meet you, friend. We do not exchange our names or numbers to save, just two midnight shadows on the exact same wave. When the dryer buzzes long and loud at last, she folds up her flannel, stepping out too fast. But don't stay too late, she whispers near the glass. The light looks warmer through the window glass. Everybody's looking for a clean reset, buying brand new shadows for an old regret. Hey, you can pay your quarter, you can spin the wheel, trying to remember how a heart should feel. I said maybe we are waiting for the spin to end. She smiled and said it was good to meet you, friend. Lavender illumination on the quiet floor, a soft chiming bell beside the sliding door. Two strangers in the late night, passing on the street. Four sweet chords turning on an endless beat. Lavender light spinning till the end. Yesterday you told me people only text when they need a favor. Now I am watching my phone battery drain down to 4%. A silver gum wrapper sits folded perfectly on the laminate counter. The neighbor's ginger cat is fast asleep against the window basement. A price tag still hangs off the sleeve of my roommate's jacket. I write these small things down inside a pocket notebook jacket. Every little detail moves around us in a steady line. I count them one by one just to pass the time. The radiator hums in major keys. A paper coffee cup is crushed beneath the maple trees. You left your backup keys right by the door. The salt is spilled across the kitchen floor. It does not mean a thing, but I keep track. I build a little world and do not look back. The vending machine down the hall drops two snacks instead of one. A blue transit pass floats in a puddle under midday sun. Your thumbprint is smudged on the corner of my glass display. The grocery cashier wears a ring shaped like a clover leaf today. I noticed three strangers wearing matching gray sneakers on the car. The windshield wiper leaves a thin wet streak across the glass so far. Every little detail moves around us in a steady line. I count them one by one just to pass the time. The radiator hums in major keys. A paper coffee cup is crushed beneath the maple trees. You left your backup keys right by the door. The salt is spilled across the kitchen floor. It does not mean a thing, but I keep track. I build a little world and do not look back. Maybe none of these moments carry a secret code. Maybe I am just looking for a shoulder on the road. You said I missed the big picture, focusing on the dust. But dust is what remains long after bright iron turns to rust. The radiator hums in major keys. A paper coffee cup is crushed beneath the maple trees. You left your backup keys right by the door. The salt I keep track. I build a little world and do not look back. A silver wrapper on the shelf, a shadow folding on itself. Yesterday you told me so. Today I let the details grow. Yeah. 0 to 15 shines an LED blue against the ceiling while I study you. I start to picture us a decade out, past all the rent stress and the quiet doubt. We have a kitchen with a garden view and floorboards that do not squeak into. We are not running out of overdrive space. We are not searching for a cheaper place. I see the sunlight on your silver ring. I hear the calm that 10 long winters bring. We will be standing in our own front yard, looking back on when the months were hard, laughing at the bills we used to hide, with 30 years of quiet on our side. Every broken promise that we survive will lead us right to where we both arrive. We will be standing in our own front yard. I see a dog asleep beside the door. No midnight bus rides across town anymore. Your jacket hangs up on a brass wall hook next to my favorite worn out paperback book. We make our coffee without checking phone alerts, and no hurry left inside our iron shirts. Oh, we are not running out of overdrive space. Ooh, we are not searching for a cheaper place. I see the sunlight on your silver ring. I hear the calm that 10 long winters bring. We will be standing in our own front yard. Oh yeah, looking back on when the months were hard, laughing at the bills we used to hide, with 30 years of quiet on our side. Every broken promise that we survive will lead us right to where we both arrive. Yeah, we will be standing in our own front yard. Right now, the bank account is down to 5. Right now, we are just trying to stay alive. But I can feel the porch under my feet, far away from this congested street. It feels so real. I reach across the bed and touch the future, sleeping in your head. We will be standing in our own front yard, looking back on when the months were hard, laughing at the bills we used to hide, with 30 years of quiet on our side. Every broken promise that we survive will lead us right to where we both arrive. We will be standing in our own front yard. 0 to 15 in the dark tonight. Hold on tight until the dark turns light. We will get there, yes we will. Standing on that quiet hill. Yeah, yeah. A translucent guitar pick rests beside my phone. I spin it 3 times just to hear it click. The screen is dark but I can see my reflection in the glass. I keep rehearsing words I shouldn't send. You left your jacket on the back of my chair, and I haven't moved it in a week. I draw a line inside my head between the things you actually said and all the promises I made up on my own. I keep waiting for the chorus to hit, waiting for the feeling to finally make sense. For simple chords and a heart on the fence, trying to play it like I'm already past it. If I turn down the volume, do I get to be free? Or am I just repeating what you wanted from me? The apartment lights flicker when the subway runs below. I count the seconds till the floor stops shaking. It's strange how quick a place becomes a memory while you're still standing right inside the room. I hold a pick between my thumb and index finger, ready to strike a chord I used to know. I draw a line inside my head between the life I thought we led and all the quiet ways we pulled apart. I keep waiting for the chorus to hit, waiting for the feeling to finally make sense. For simple chords and a heart on the fence, trying to play it like I'm already past it. If I turn down the volume, do I get to be free? Or am I just repeating what you wanted from me? Maybe I don't need a resolution. Maybe I don't need a strum the final beat. I drop the plastic token on the wood and let the quiet settle where we stood. I keep waiting for the chorus to hit, waiting for the feeling to finally make sense. For simple chords and a heart on the fence, trying to play it like I'm already past it. If I turn down the volume, do I get to be free? Or am I just repeating what you wanted from me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The pick stays still on the desk. I put the phone in my pocket. I'm ready to play a new song now. Just a quiet start. Ooh, yeah. A delivery scooter's engine backfires loud right outside your second-story window grid. You are sitting on a stack of moving boxes, trying to undo the damage that you did. Yeah, you sold your couch to buy a ticket out. You say you're tired of the noise inside this town. I brought 2 coffees in those compost cups, and I am not gonna let you burn it down. We spent 5 whole years chasing every modern dream, up and down the avenue, glowing in LED green. Now you're staring at your phone like it holds the final phrase. Step away from the screen, let me look you in the face. Keep your key under the mat for me. Don't you go pretending you're entirely alone. When the city gets too cold and sweet, you can always call this broken beach your home. We don't need a fortune just to find some peace. We got cheap red wine and a master plan. Keep your key under the mat for me. I will always be the one who understands. A street sweeper hums along the curb below, brushing up the wrappers from the night before. You keep checking if your balance cleared again, pacing back and forth across the hardwood floor. I know the rent went up up 45%. I know you feel like everyone is getting ahead, but you're the only person in this whole zip code who actually says what needs to be said. We spent 5 whole years chasing every modern dream, up and down the avenue, glowing in LED green. Now you're staring at your phone like it holds the final phrase. Step away from the screen, let me look you in the face. Keep your key under the mat for me. Don't you go pretending you're entirely alone. When the city gets too cold and sweet, you can always call this broken beach your home. We don't need a fortune just to find some peace. We got cheap red wine and a master plan. Keep your key under the mat for me. I will always be the one who understands. If you pack that final bag and catch the midnight train, I won't stop you from starting up again. But leave a little room inside your packed up life for the people who knew you back when we were laughing on the fire, escaping mid-July, watching self-drive taxis roll on by. Keep your key under the mat for me. Don't you go pretending you're entirely alone. When the city gets too cold and sweet, you can always call this broken beach your home. We don't need a fortune just to find some peace. We got cheap red wine and a master plan. Keep your key under the mat for me. I will always be the one who understands. Outside the street goes quiet for a second or two. Leave a spare key right where it belongs. I'll be right here waiting on the curb for you, singing all our favorite simple songs under the mat. Right under the mat. Crushed eucalyptus and that circuitry flow through the open garage door. Julian wipes down the silver casing while the suburban traffic settles to roar. Claire left her ancient synthesizer on his workbench 3 nights ago. She said the pitch wheel was sticking and the low notes were running slow. He does not call her to say he stayed up late. He just adjusts the bell and clears the gate. The digital workshop clock hits 2:15. He test plays a minor scale nobody has heard or seen, and the 4-chord loop rolls on and on underneath the street light before the dusk is gone. He plays the simplest song he knows how to make, a steady rhythm for her heart to wake. She will never ask how long he tries. She will just plug it in and step inside. But by 7:30, Clara pulls her bicycle up against the curb outside. She smells the lingering southern tin and the cedar polish applied. Julian acts like it took 10 minutes to bridge the damaged trace. He hands back the heavy black box without looking directly at her face. She does not ask why. The dust is cleaned away.
She turns the master knob
and lets it play. The small garage hums bright in 2036. Some broken things are remarkably easy to fix, and the 4-chord loop rolls on and on underneath the street light before the dusk is gone. He plays the simplest song he knows how to make, steady rhythm for her heart to wake. She will never ask how long he tried. She will just plug it in and step inside. She hits a middle C and hears the filter sweep, a warm analog drift that cuts straight through the deep. She knows he spent the whole night bending wires in the
like a hidden trademark.
Julian packs his tools into the wooden tray. Clara rides home as the shadows turn to gray.
The four chords ring across the empty street, where
two quiet lives were finally meant to meet. Yeah. Perfect room tone splits around a sudden doubt. The refrigerator hum completely dies out. Camera pans low across the polished dark wood, catching where your shadow used to stand where it should. You left your denim jacket on the back of the chair, zipper reflecting the smart glass glare. Focus shifts from the ring on the table to the glowing neon on the fiber optic cable. I can hear the bass from the street below, counting down the frames till you let me go. This is the wide shot, this is the fall, this is us standing against the wall. The background blurs while the light turns gold, living out a scene that was already told. And I am holding my breath while the credits roll, giving up the picture just to save my soul. Zooming in slow on a half-filled glass, watching every single ambient shadow pass. Depth of field pulling back away from your face, leaving only air in a high-rise space. You said we were cinematic in the rain, now it is just static on the window pane. Focus shifts from the key by the door to the boots you do not wear anymore. I can hear the bass from the wall next door. We are not the main characters anymore. This is the wide shot, this is the fall, this is us standing against the wall. The background blurs while the light turns gold, living out a scene that was already told. And I am holding my breath while the credits roll, giving up the picture just to save my soul. Cut to the highway at 3 in the morning, tail lights fade out without a warning. Rack focus to the dust on the lens, this is where the second act finally ends. Slow motion, freeze frame, hold it right there. Two ghosts breathing in the midnight air. This is the wide shot, this is the fall, this is us standing against the wall. The background blurs while the light turns gold, living out a scene that was already told. Hey, I am holding my breath while the credits roll, giving up the picture just to save my soul. Fade to black on the kitchen floor, silent static behind the door. We left the camera running, we left the camera running. What color is a thought right before it turns into an apology? The air in this train car smells like synthetic autumn rain. My shoes are dim and my phone has 12 on red alerts I will ignore. You said I overthink the cadence of your text messages, but maybe I do. But look at the fluorescent light above our heads, it flickers 3 times every minute like a heart skipping a beat. I bought a cheap jacket yesterday because the store had soft warm lighting. Now I feel guilty about the microfibers washing into the harbor. Everything is connected, everything is expensive, everything is loud, and the chord progression loops in my mind. 4 simple steps on a track line. I keep missing my stop because I'm chasing a sentence that I forgot I wanted to say to you. It goes on and I can't catch up, spilling my cold drink into a paper cup, watching the numbers change, watching the screen light up. Is anybody listening, or am I just echoing? I buy another ticket just to feel the track sway, thinking about what you meant to say in the money chord rhythm of a rainy rainy Tuesday. Did I leave the stove on, or am I just anxious about the climate report? A stranger across the aisle has the exact bag I saw on my feet 10 minutes ago. The algorithm knows her style better than her own family does. My thumb scrolls past 5 different end of the world headlines. Then a video of a cat playing a synthesizer in an empty kitchen. I wanna learn to play an instrument that doesn't cost $30 a month. Remember when we walked 4 miles just to buy cold bubble tea? Your hair smelled like rain and cheap coconut shampoo. I should call my sister, I should pay my taxes, I should wear more green. And the chord progression loops again. Root note to the 5th, to the minor, to the 4th. I am humming a melody that hasn't been written yet, trying to breathe through the noise in my chest. It goes on and I can't catch up, spilling my cold drink into a paper cup, watching the numbers change, watching the screen light up. Is anybody listening, or am I just echoing? I buy another ticket just to feel the track sway, thinking about what you meant to say, in the money chord rhythm of a rainy Tuesday. Wait, did you hear that? It was just the automated voice announcing 34th Street. Or maybe it was my brain trying to hit restart. I have 37 unfinished drafts saved in my notes app. None of them have conclusions, all of them start with questions. Why do we always talk about next year like it's a room we can walk into? It is just right now, but louder and slightly more crowded. Hold the sliding doors, give me one more second. What color was that door again? I think it was blue, no, maybe transparent. The train keeps moving under the river. 1, 5, 6, 4. Just a loop in my head, just a loop in my head. And I never answered you. The heavy vinyl chair bites into wood as I sit down to type what I wish you understood. You were sitting on the cramped dorm bed in spring, terrified of what the next 5 years will bring, staring at the ceiling light that hums, waiting for a break that never comes. You think every wrong turn is written in stone. You think you are supposed to figure this out alone. Put down the phone, you are gonna be fine. The world does not end at the finish line. You break a few hearts and you lose a few friends, but you learn how the story actually mends. The apartment gets bigger, the silence gets sweet. You will finally land on your own 2 feet. So take a deep breath in the dark of your room. You do not have to bloom so soon. Yeah. That job you missed out on will not mean a thing. The boy who did not text will not make you sing. You will cry on a train out of Brooklyn at 2, then laugh at the drama you made yourself through. The panic attacks in the grocery aisle will fade till they are something you have not felt in a while. Every wrong turn is written in stone. You think you are supposed to figure this out alone. Put down the phone, you are gonna be fine. The world does not end at the finish line. You break a few hearts and you lose a few friends, but you learn how the story actually mends. The apartment gets bigger, the silence gets sweet. You will finally land on your own 2 feet. So take a deep breath in the dark of your room. You do not have to bloom so soon. I wish I could send this across 7 years to wipe off those silly and useless tears. You survive every fire, you thought you would drown in. Look at me now, look at where I am bounded. You made it through 20, you made it alright. You slept through the night. Put down the phone, you are gonna be fine. The world does not end at the finish line. You break a few hearts and you lose a
so soon. You do not have to bloom so soon. The heavy chair creaks, I close up my screen. You are doing just fine at 19. You are doing just fine at 19. Cobalt neon washes over your shoulder as we wait for the sign to turn white. You tell me your battery just hit 4% and you lost your apartment keys tonight. I hand you a spare piece of gum from my pocket. You laugh like you know me already. The traffic hums low like a synthesized bass, and the dark city rhythm feels steady. You say nobody really stays where they start, and I watch the digital clock count down. 4 simple notes on a piano loop, echoing back through the town. We are just strangers on a corner turning blue, finding a reason to hold up the line. I don't know your name or where you're running to, but your quiet voice sounds a lot like mine. Singing along to the same 4 chords, catching our breath in the 2030 air. Strangers on a corner, nowhere else to be. Just 2 lost people standing there. You tell me you wanted to study acoustics before you got caught in the rain. I say that I traded my studio monitors for dollars that already got spent. The light changes green, but neither one moves. We just let the cyclists pass by. You ask if I think about leaving the coast, and I look up at the indigo sky. You say every decision is a toss of a coin, and I watch the digital clock count down. 4 simple notes on a piano loop, echoing back through the town. We are just strangers on a corner turning blue, finding a reason to hold up the line. I don't know your name or where you're running to, but your quiet voice sounds a lot like mine. Singing along to the same 4 chords, catching our breath in the 2030 air. Strangers on a corner, nowhere else to be. Just 2 lost people standing there. 10 seconds left before the walk signal fades. You ask me what melody played in my head. I tell you it is nothing, just something I heard, or maybe a sentence that somebody said. You smile at the asphalt and button your coat and say that you recognized every word. We are strangers on a corner turning blue, finding a reason to hold up the line. I don't know your name or where you're running to, but your quiet voice sounds a lot like mine. Singing along to the same 4 chords, catching our breath in the 2030 air. Strangers on a corner, nowhere else to be. Just 2 lost people standing there. Cobalt neon washes over the pavement. You take 2 steps forward and wave goodbye. No phone numbers traded, no promises made under the quiet 2030 sky. Just 4 simple chords in the dark. Yeah, you said my left shoe clicks on polished concrete when I walk faster than I mean to walk. The green sticker peels off my phone screen edge. A red car hums down the crosswalk block.
The vending machine light flickers twice then stays. A blue pen rolls off the laminate desk. Someone left 3 pennies in an ashtray, and I keep noticing everything rests. Small things stack up on the kitchen counter. Small things echo in the lobby glass. I don't know why my eyes keep tracing every little shadow that we pass. Maybe I am collecting proof that we were here today, in the quiet gaps when nobody has much to say. Four-chord heartbeat ringing through the hallway wall. I write down every single detail, big and small. Your silver ring tapping on a paper cup, and the way the street lights slowly all light up. The barista's nail polish is chipped on her thumb. A bent plastic fork in a potted fern. The radiator gives off a low steady hum, while the neon sign takes its turn to burn. You wear your jacket zipped up to your chin, a tear in the mesh of your canvas tote, a straight receipt tucked under a safety pin, and a faded smudge on your denim coat. Small things stack up on the kitchen counter. Small things go in the lobby glass. I don't know why my eyes keep tracing every little shadow that we pass. Maybe I am collecting proof that we were here today, in the quiet gaps where nobody has much to say. Four-chord heartbeat ringing through the hallway wall. I write down every single detail, big and small. Your silver ring tapping on a paper cup, and the way the street lights slowly all light up. You say yesterday that I paid too much mind to things that normal people leave behind. But if I stop looking at the cracks in the tile, I might miss you starting up a slow, soft smile. The digital clock shifts from 4 to 5. It is the smallest proof that we are still alive. Maybe I am collecting proof that we were here today, in the quiet gaps when nobody has much to say. Four-chord heartbeat ringing through the hallway wall. I write down every single detail, big and small. Your silver ring tapping on a paper cup, and the way the street lights slowly all light up. The left shoe clicking on the floor, a draft beneath the heavy door, a green sticker peeling back, 2 white lines across the track. Yeah, everything seemed, everything kept right where the quiet stepped. Canvas ribbon rasps against my skin, the freight thread dragging on the zipper track. I pinch the rough weave where the seams give in, and just like that the current pulls me back. It's 2 a.m. beside the charging dock, your hand inside my pocket to stay warm, the baseline pulsing through the pavement block, before the quiet swallowed up the storm. I haven't thought about that sweater in a year. Now 4 simple chords start ringing clear. We were living in the glow of the 4-chord loop, throwing promises down in a quiet hoop. You said everything changes when the season turns, while the fabric on my wrist slowly burns. I can feel you right here in the rough cut thread, rewinding every single word you said. It's a simple major key, it's a sudden track. One touch of canvas brings it all right back. Soft denim friction when you leaned in close, the heavy cotton weight between our hands. We bought matching jackets on the coast, riding futures out in shifting sands. Now I press my fingernail into the weave, the tactile feedback jumps across the wire. I never really thought you'd up and leave, leaving only static and a warm desire. I haven't thought about that evening in a year. Oh, now 4 simple chords start ringing clear. We were living in the glow of the 4-chord loop, throwing promises down in a quiet hoop. You said everything changes when the season turns, while the fabric on my wrist slowly burns. I can feel you right here in the rough cut thread, rewinding every single word you said. It's a simple major key, it's a sudden track. One touch of canvas brings it all right back. Flashback flickering in 72 frames, rough cloth holds the memory of our names. We were running out of money, running out of time, chasing every golden progression in its prime. I touch the seam and I'm standing in the hole, watching your shadow stretch across the wall. Ooh, yeah. Coarse canvas ribbon, friction on my skin. That's where the memory decides to begin. 4 chords falling down the scale tonight, thread unraveling in the dim light. Just a frayed cuff, oh yeah, just a quiet track. One touch of canvas brings it back. Oh yeah. And the 15 gleams and thin green digits on the range top in an empty room. I am sitting on this folded cardboard box, holding a pencil, sketching out the bloom, yeah. Of a garden we have never planted, on a balcony we do not own. I can see you pouring oat milk in a mug in a kitchen where we finally grown. We are 22 and counting pennies now, fearing every red balance on the screen. But I close my eyes and fast forward the track to a place that stays steady and serene. We're gonna buy the big yellow couch, we're gonna leave the porch lights on, laughing through the quiet of an ordinary life. Long after the panic is gone, I can feel the future hum in my chest, a simple rhythm that goes on and on, standing in a home that hasn't happened yet, right where we belong. In 7 years the rent will make a shake, we'll pay the water bill and never check twice. You leave your leather jacket on the wooden chair, I'll chop the basil on a block of pine wood spice. No loud roommates coming down the hall, no split payments on a mobile pay app, just a rug we picked together at a market stall, and a cat sleeping sound in your lap. We struggling to make this deadline now, counting down the hours in the dark, but I trace the line of where we're gonna land, like a lantern landing in the park. We're gonna buy the big yellow couch, we're gonna leave the porch lights on, laughing through the quiet of an ordinary life. Long after the panic is gone, I can feel the future hum in my chest, a simple rhythm that goes on and on, standing in a home that hasn't happened yet, right where we belong. And standard chords, a basic 4-step groove, the kind of song that makes a heart feel lighter, yeah. Every time the heavy world tries to push us down, this picture in my mind grows brighter, yeah. It's not a mansion or a golden crown, just 2 cheap mugs and a solid floor. Hearing your key turn slow inside the lock of our own front door. We're gonna buy the big yellow couch, we're gonna leave the porch lights on,